When I first came into this class, I taught writing the way it was taught to me. I put a prompt on the board and I said, go forth and write. And I put prompts on the board that you couldn't possibly mess up. All right, things like if your house was on fire and you could take 3 things with you, what 3 things would you take and why? Does that sound like a familiar prompt? Yeah, all right, but my students somehow found a way to mess that up because they would ask me things like, does my sister count? And I'm teaching students how they can teach their own students how to write 5-paragraph essays using nothing but Post-it notes. All right, 5-paragraph essays tend to be kind of a little bit daunting for some students. It sounds like you're going to have to write a lot, and it is a lot. But if you get students to write them on small pieces of real estate, on little Post-its and note cards, they'll write more and they don't even realize they've written that much. Because see, the type of writing and the type of reading that we're doing in schools is not necessarily the type that we're doing in our daily lives. Sometimes the way we talk about it is different. The way we talk about it in school, the academic language we use, is different than the type of language that we use in the real world. But all of these things that are on regular TV are nothing but writing and literacy engagements. Pardon the interruption, which is nothing more than 2 commentators going back and forth over the topics in sports, is nothing but an oral argument. And that list on the right-hand side that's called the rundown, in school we call those topics. And the top 10 plays and sports recaps are nothing but summaries. You ask students, what do they include? They include the turnovers, the touchdowns, the injuries, the penalties. Why? Those are important details, which is exactly what we ask students to do when we ask them to write a summary of a novel, the important details. And the top 10 plays, you've only got 2 or 3 sentences to tell me about this top play. You've got to summarize it. All of those things are great ways for students to see that the things that I'm trying to teach them in school, they need in the real world. And here's an example of it in the real world.